So please, very simple instructions for all of you joining in via YouTube Live or those on the Zoom call. Two simple ways for you to access the quiz. Go to www.kahoot.it. I will be posting the instructions in the chat as well for the benefits of those on the Zoom call. www.kahoot.it, and it will ask you for a game pin, and you have to enter the number that you see on the screen, 466-7146. So requesting all of you on the Zoom call to please join into the Kahoot platform. To answer any of the questions, you'll have to log into the Kahoot platform. Okay, I see everyone joining in. Please join into the Kahoot platform, www.kahoot.it, and it will ask you for a game pin, at which point you enter 466-7146. Please use your real name when joining into the Kahoot, because otherwise I won't know who you are, and then I won't be able to add your name to the leaderboard. And the top 5 winners of the leaderboard will be eligible for a prize 2 weeks from now. Wonderful. I see 15 participants have already joined in. I have 11:04 on my watch, and I see 43 participants in the Zoom call. And I'm sure a fair bit more watching on YouTube. Fantastic. I see a lot of people have joined in. Yes, there was a quiz last week and a week before that. So next week as well, there will be a quiz at this time. Give me one moment, children. Sorry, children, just give me one moment. I will be right back. In the meantime, for the benefit of all the students, please go to www.kahoot.it. And when you go to www.kahoot.it, it will ask you for a game pin. When you go enter this game pin, you'll have to enter a nickname. That nickname is your name. Please put in your full name, because only if you put your name, I will know who is joining. Okay, so just give me one moment, children. I will be right back. So sorry, children. Good morning. So I think I see around 30 people have joined the call. Okay, for those of you who need asking for rename option, you won't really require it. You just need to log into the correct name on the Kahoot. So please log into the Kahoot rather than right name. All right. So I have 11:09. In exactly 1 minute, we will start the quiz. For those of you asking for rename rights on Zoom, you don't need it particularly. Please log into the Kahoot via the right name. That is good enough. Okay. I see 32 of you have joined in. We will be starting very, very soon. For the rest of you who have joined the Zoom call, one last time I'm offering the instructions. You can go to www.kahoot.it. And enter the game pin that I post both on the Zoom chat as well as what's visible on your screen. And that is how you'll be able to play today's quiz. For those of you logging in using the Kahoot app, then you will just be asked to, when you press play, you'll just be asked to use enter a game pin. You enter the game pin that you see on the screen. 4667146. I've posted it on the Zoom chat as well. Right. I have a little past 11:10 on my watch. So I think we will start the quiz now. Here we go. Welcome to the Uolo quiz. Uolo Kushala family quiz for the 10th of October. Okay. So first round is something called a poster round. It is essentially all about sweets. So we'll have 3 questions on sweets. All you'll have to do is type in the correct answer and submit it. Now, unfortunately, Kahoot doesn't have very good spelling error detection. So you will have to get the spelling correctly. You have 1 minute to answer every question. So please make sure you enter the correct spelling every time. All right, without further ado, let's begin. Which snack was created as an easy source of energy for railway workers working at a hill station named Lonavala, in Bombay? So you can spell it with 6 letters, or some people spell it with 5 letters, or some people spell it with 7 also. But the most common spelling is with 6 letters. So please enter that one. As I said, it was first created at the railway station of Lonavala near Bombay. Which is this snack or sweet that most of us would have had in our life? So everyone has another 20 odd seconds to answer. So think of Lonavala. This is a snack or dessert that will give you a little bit of energy. I see a whole bunch of spellings. Unfortunately, several of you did not get the right one. So these were the spelling mistakes we could accommodate that you see on the screen. 6, if you got that right, the answer, of course, is the Lonavala Chikki. So Mrityunjay takes the lead, an early start. Good job, Mrityunjay. And Yukti, Varun, Khadija, and Tarab finishing out the top 5. Right. On to question number 2. So that's the Lonavala Chikki. Let's move on to question number 2. Gavalu is an Indian snack made of maida, water, or milk. It gets its name because of its resemblance to something that you will find on beaches or on the ocean floor. What 5-letter word does it look like? You'll find this thing either on a beach or on the ocean floor. What does this Gavalu sweet look like? So you have another 22 seconds to answer this question. So hope everyone gets in a guess. Please do take an attempt. There are no negative marking. Superb. A lot of you went for conch, perfectly fine answer, but the simplest answer we were looking for was shell. Some of you wrote shells, that's fine, great job. Let's move to the next one. So the top 5 now, Yukti took the lead, Tarab is now in second, Khadija in third, Avyukt in fourth, and Roshni in fifth. So great answering all of you. Let's move to the final question in this round. So these sweet and salty biscuits borrow the name from the last ruler of Hyderabad. So what 7-letter name is given to this biscuit? You don't have to write the word biscuit in the name. It is named after a famous ruler from Hyderabad who was the last person. So they are famously provided by the famous Karachi bakery that is now present all over the country, not just in Hyderabad, including in Bangalore, Chennai, and Mumbai. So after which ruler was the last person who served as the Nizam of Hyderabad are these sweet and salty biscuits named? So I'm sure all of you who have had a relative who's gone to Hyderabad at some point have gotten these biscuits delivered home. But please be careful of your spelling. It's a 7-letter name. In general, we can only accommodate 3 to 4 spelling errors. If it's not those spelling errors we predict, unfortunately, you will miss the points. So I think a couple of people have logged in late. So I will post the game pin at the bottom one more time for everybody. 466 466 7146. So please do join in. For those of you who have joined in late, please go to kahoot.it. I will wait a moment on the slide for all of you to join. Could I request some help from the Uolo team to just copy paste that message of the game pin? Okay. In the meantime, for those who answered this question right, some of you typed out the full Osmania biscuit. Great job. But any of you, 5 of you went for Osmania. Osmania biscuits is correct. Those great answer. Okay, a lot of people are asking for the game pin, so just give me a moment, children. I'll just take a minute to type it into the chat again. (4667146). So please, everyone, refer to the chat. I've shared it on the chat. 4667146. Please go to www.kahoot.it and join it. Right. So Tarab now takes the lead. Moksha in second, Lakshmi in third, Zeba in fourth, and Yukti has dropped down to fifth. but still plenty of questions to go. Right. But before we move on, we do have a tradition at the Kushala Uolo family quiz, which is take a photo. So I request everyone to take a moment to switch on their videos and everyone please give me your best chef's pose, right? Okay, thank you to everyone switching on their videos. On my count, let's take the picture. 3, 2, 1, cheese. All right. Thank you so much to everyone who switched on their videos. Let us carry on with the quiz. So round 2 is a Kushala favorite, which is our connect. So you'll see a lot of pictures. You have to tell me what connects them. Again, you have to type in your answer. Let's go. Give me one number that connects all of these pictures. You'll see a very famous footballer that currently plays for Manchester United. In that case, we're looking for his jersey number. You see a rainbow. Then there's a popular brand of supermarkets that's there in the world. You see a very famous temple that you could associate with this number. Then you see a bunch of characters: grumpy, dopey, dog, happy, bashful, sneezy, and sleepy. If you know who those characters are, you'll know which number connects all of these things. You can either give the number directly as the number or type it out. It's a 5-letter number. I cannot send a Kahoot to whoever is asking me to send a Kahoot. You will have to open it on a browser. There is no link for you to join. Please go to www.kahoot.it. Right. Fantastic. 10 of you got it right. Of course, we were looking for 7. So this is Cristiano Ronaldo, famously, who wears CR7. That is a 7-11. Rainbow, of course, has 7 colors. These are the 7 dwarves, Mr. Famous Snow White story. So great answer, those of you who figured it out. Tarab still holds the lead. Good job there, Tarab. Lakshmi in 2nd, Yukti in 3rd, Khadija in 4th, and Roshni in 5th. So a lot of changes in the leaderboard and more changes possible with Varun up 8 places. Hope to see you in the top 5 soon, Varun. Let's move to the next question. Give me a 4-letter connect to all of these things. So whatever this thing is, it produces a lot of CO2. It is what makes trains run. In India, you will find it mainly mined in a place called Jharia, which is in Jharkhand. What connects all of these places? It derives its name from an old English word that means charred remnant. And if you have been a naughty boy or girl during Santa's way of punishing bad behavior, he would leave you a lump of this thing. So give me a 4-letter answer. And that is, of course, the flag of China. Which is the largest producer of whatever this thing is. All right, so a couple of people still a little confused about how to join the code. Open a browser and please enter this in the URL www.kahoot.it and enter the game pin, which is there on the Zoom chat. But I will share it one last time. 466-7146. Right. So I request all of you to please join in a little bit early. Please join in by at least 10:55 so that you don't miss the instructions. In the meantime, here comes the question. Coal, of course, was the answer we were looking for. Great job, all of you who got that one right. So Tarab holds the lead. No change in the leaderboard for now. Tarab has gotten 5 on 5 so far. Great answering, Tarab. Let's move on to our final round, which is our rapid fire round. So all of these questions will be roughly 30 seconds only per question. You'll have to select the right option. There'll be 4 options on the screen. You will have to select the right option. This bridge was made famous by a fictional bear, okay, who has a friend named Christopher Robin. After which famous fictional bear is this bridge named after? Is it called the Baloo Bridge, the Paddington Bridge, the Burley Bridge, or the Two Sticks Bridge? It's a very famous children's storybook. 10 of you got that one right. This is Pooh Sticks, which is named after Winnie the Pooh. I'll show you the answer in just a second. But all of a sudden, Yukti has taken over the lead. Great job there, Yukti. Khadija is in second. Mahir in third. Tarab has dropped out to fourth. And Sampurna has entered the top 5 as well. Great job, Sampurna. So this is Winnie the Pooh. They played a game called Pooh Sticks off this bridge, where essentially it's a game where I think you have to throw sticks down a bridge. I'm not quite sure how it works, to be very honest, but it's named after the famous character Winnie the Pooh. Let's move to question number 2. Lakhimpur Kheri, which is currently in the news for the farmers' protest, is located in which Indian state? Is it in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, or Uttarakhand? We have marked that state in the map. So if you know your Indian geography, this should be a simple answer for you. 14 of you got this one right. This is Uttar Pradesh. Great answer, all of you. Sampurna now takes the lead with that answer. Otherwise, the top 5 remains largely unchanged. Great answer, Sampurna, to take the lead. Let's move to the next one. Dinesh Karthik is the current captain of the Kolkata Knight Riders. Is that true or false? As simple as that. If you think it's true, press the diamond. If you think it's false, press the triangle. One of you got the answer right. It is, of course, false. The captain of Kolkata Knight Riders is Eoin Morgan. Okay, so this has changed a lot in the leaderboard. Khadija now takes the lead. Mahir has come to 3rd place. And Roshni has jumped up to 5th. So, and Meenal is up 6 places. So let's see if Meenal can join the top 5 by the end of the quiz. Moving on to the next one. Which man-made disaster occurred in California recently that prevented locals from going to the beach? Was it a smog? Was it a nuclear power plant explosion? Was it a gas leak? Or was it an oil spill? Look at the picture carefully. You can see a lot of dark around the beach. What kind of man-made disaster causes this thing? 12 of you got that right. There was a very, very nasty oil spill, which essentially means a ship containing oil leaked into the sea, has contaminated the entire ocean near California in USA. So with that answer, Sampurna takes back the lead. Great job. And Roshni comes back into 3rd place. Otherwise, the top 5 remains unchanged. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following companies recently made a bid that they will buy over Air India for $2.4 billion? So was it Tata Sons, Reliance, Mahindra, or the Aditya Birla? So for those of you who had taken up the Kushala current affairs quiz this weekend, you would know the answer to this question. We kind of asked it the other way around. So please do attempt that as well. That goes live on Saturdays. Well done, all of you who got this one right. 19 answers correct. So seems most of you follow the news. Yukti takes over 3rd place with that one, and Moksha enters the top 5. And up 7 places is Kitty. Hope you see you in the top 5 soon, Kitty. We're coming towards the end of the quiz. India, Australia, and the US, along with 2 other countries, form the Quad to help battle all kinds of disasters. So look at the picture. You'll see our esteemed Prime Minister. You will see a former president of the US. You will see the current Prime Minister of Australia and one person from one other country. Well done for those of you who figured out that that was the Japanese Prime Minister who was recently elected. Great job, all of you who got that one right. Yukti takes over second and Moksha jumps up a place to fourth. Sampurna has been on a great answering streak. Let's move on to the next one. But before that, I do, after the 2004 tsunami in the Indian Ocean, India, Japan, Australia, and the US created an informal alliance to help collaborate on all kinds of disasters. Okay, here's the next one. I'm going to show you a meme that has gone viral because of something that happened this Monday and lasted for 6 hours. Was it that Twitter became the most popular app? Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp shut down? A global Netflix party happened? Or was there a global power cut? 15 of you figured it out. This caused all sorts of problems all over the world when Facebook shut down, and as a consequence, so did Instagram and WhatsApp. Coming towards the end of the quiz, for those of you requesting for instructions now, please do join in a bit early. It's I cannot repeat these instructions over and over again. Once you've opened a browser, you'll have to go to www.kahoot.it and enter a game pin. The game pin is there on the chat. Please scroll up and enter. Here comes the final question of today's quiz. Harivansh Rai Bachchan wanted to name his son after a popular phrase that was made use of by Bhagat Singh. Was it Azad, Jawan, Inquilab, or Deshbandhu? What did Harivansh Rai Bachchan actually want to name his son? Of course, we know his real name now. And 13 of you figured it out. Inquilab, from the phrase Inquilab Zindabad, was going to be Amitabh Bachchan's first name. And it is his birthday as well today. So let's wish him all a happy birthday. And yeah, there you see, he initially wanted to name him Inquilab, but instead changed his name Amitabh, which means unending brilliance. So we have, before we show you today's results, I wanted to show you last week's leaderboard. So the top 5 for combining the first 2 weeks of the quiz are Sampurna, Avyukt, Aditya Gopal, Shreya, Srina, and Kabita. But let's look at today's results, which will go into effect next week's leaderboard. And if you make this top 5 in a week from there, you will be eligible for a grand prize. So let's take a quick look at the podium. In third place is Moksha. Great job. Good answers, Moksha. With 10 out of 13 was Yukti. And with a stupendous 11 out of 13 was Sampurna. Great job, Sampurna. And finishing 4th and 5th were Khadija and Barun. So great answers by all of you. And that's the end of today's quiz. Thank you so much for joining in. Please do come back next week at this time and participate for the next 2 weeks to stand the chance to win a very special prize. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.